Hello and welcome to the final Eldar video of the week. This is going to be my review of the entire Start Collecting Craftworlds box set, or the second Start Collecting Eldar set. Hopefully you'll agree that it's been a great week of Eldar videos. I wish it could continue, but now we are in mid-November. I hope you've enjoyed the little sneak preview of what's coming up on the channel for Tyranids and Gene Stealers and all kinds of Xenos things. Hope you'll enjoy the next 2 weeks of Tyranid content. If Tyranids weren't coming out and I hadn't already committed to this, I probably would get a few more models for Eldar, such as a Wraith Knight and a Spirit Seer and a couple of the other Aspect Warrior factions. But short and sweet, I just thought I'd squeeze in a week of Eldar content for you all. Next year I'll be mainly focusing on my Xenos armies, so hopefully you'll enjoy all the content. If there's anything that you'd like to see, if there's anything particular you'd like to see Xenos wise, please put it in the comments below. Unfortunately, I won't be doing any Tau or any Necrons or any Dark Eldar, so we'll have to leave those out, but I will try and cover the Necromunda, any other sort of Imperial releases or Sisters of Battle or anything like that. So let's just get into the review of this whole set. I think it's a great set. If you're on the fence, go out and get it, just because the Wraith Lord and the Wraith Guard together are, well, the Wraith Guard are £30 and the Wraith Lord is £28, so you're already saving money just by getting those two sets. I wish I'd got them sooner, and it's probably best that I didn't get them sooner, because then I probably wouldn't have got this kit. I do think it's a shame that the Wraith Guard set has options for the Wraith Blades and the ranged variants, because it's a bit of a waste of parts, and I much would have rather seen Games Workshop have split the unit into two separate sets, just like the Centurions. You know, like if the Centurions were £25 or £30 instead of the almost £50 that they're charging, but they split up the parts, it would be better for everyone. Same with the Wraith Guard. I think if they charged £20 for the 5, but just had them in either the Wraith Cannon variants or the Ghostglaive variants, then I think it would be a better set and better value overall. The Wraith Lord kit though is fantastic. Definitely would pick up another one of those again. It's a shame that the knees aren't articulated, so you can't put it in that many poses, but there are a few options with the arms and the weapons. Really like the Warwalker. That was a bit of a surprise. Nice little, I say little, sort of little model to build and create. Opened my eyes to them really. I didn't really think of them much before, but now I see they're quite a useful, fast little unit. And then the Farseer. Beautiful little miniature. It's just a shame if I get another one of these sets, I'm going to have another one that would look exactly the same. Hopefully I can have a look at my Eldar spare parts and find a different staff or something like that, or even a different Eldar head. I might even, or a different hand. I might be able to find something in my set to customize it. So looking at the set, I do think it's an improvement on the previous Eldar Start Collecting box set. I mean, that one did have 3 Wind Riders, Wind Rider Farseer and a Fire Prism. And the Fire Prism is a good model, but I just think that this set is better. The Wraith Lord is fantastic. The Wraith Guard are brilliant, whichever sort of variant you put them in. And the Warwalker, it's a Warwalker. They're quite decent. And the Farseer, it's nice that you get a little Farseer too, and it's just great that I didn't have that model before. So I get to add that to the collection as new. If I do get one of the sets, I probably will give away the spare Farseer at some point, but I'm not even going to touch a second set unless I've, you know, fully completed these ones, paint wise that is. So just as a little recap, as I said before, if you're on the fence about this set, I wouldn't be. I'd just go out and get it, because it's an immense value, and it's a great little starting point for your Eldar force. In the codex on the left hand side, that Craftworlds codex, it actually shows an example of all these models in the set, along with just a set of Dire Avengers, and then you've got a legal army. So you don't have to spend much, just the codex, the collecting box, and another squad of troops, and then you're pretty much sorted for an army. The codex also shows 3 sets of Wraith Guard and a Spirit Seer. That could make a legal army too. Obviously then you'd have to, you know, buy three sets, which is £150, but not too bad to get you up and running with a, you know, with a nice army, and then you can just add to it as you go along. Oh, and another thing about the set is the box is quite thin too, so that's great. It's not as thick as like the Tyranid one. The only downside I can see with the set is that if you got another one, you'd have a second exactly the same looking Farseer. All the other models look totally different now. You could have them with swords or D-scythes or axes. You could have the Wraith Lord without any heavy weaponry and without that blade, so it's really up to you. And finally, another sort of down point for the set is just that instruction guide. The rules in there, a bit misleading. They've got the exact same rules as in the index, which are obviously wrong. You need to not be taking any notice of the rules in there. You need to be following the proper rules for the units in the new codex. And the final little mute point is just me nitpicking that there's no pictures of the Wraith blades of the set. So one could assume, if they don't know, if they're new to Warhammer and they don't know about Wraithguard, they might assume that you only get the ones with the guns in the set. However, so long as that doesn't affect their ability to purchase the set, it's a positive, because when they open the set, they'll find out that there are the blades and the axes, and that's a little bit of a bonus, I suppose. But that's just me nitpicking that last point. So my favourite model in the set would have to be the Wraith Lord. I think it's fantastic. I mean, comparing it to the old metal one, which I thought was a good model anyway, it's just in the league of its own, and I kind of sort of wish that I'd got that model sooner. Big fan of the Wraithguard. Yeah, the £30 has always put me off, but seeing the models in the flesh has really motivated me to definitely get another set at some point. So what do you think about this Start Collecting set? Do you think it should have had another unit included, or what units would you have liked to have seen in this Start Collecting set? Please do put it in the comments down below. I will be getting the new Tyranid Start Collecting set. Really looking forward to that, because I've never had a Trigon or Morlock, and that set comes with it. It comes with the Gene Stealers and it comes with the Broodlord, which, you know, I'd rather have another big creature in there, but then you're sort of pushing sort of 60, 70 pounds with just two models. But we'll see. I'm so pleased that they've done another set for Tyranids though, because I've got a very, very small army, smaller than the Eldar army, but I'm looking forward to building some of those. So I hope you enjoy the next couple of weeks content, where I move away from Death Guard and Eldar and move on to Tyranids for a couple of weeks. And then hopefully the channel will be looking at Necromunda and the Warhammer 40,000 Open Day coming at the end of November. And then by that point, we're almost at Christmas. So I've just got one thing to say, and that's thank you ever so much for joining me today throughout all these videos over the past 6 weeks now of daily content every single day. Thank you ever so much for all your support and your comments and your likes. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.